Hey everyone, this is Ian, and we're playing another Time Spiral game using the DAV system. And with me tonight, we have James, Phil, and Chris.
Hello.
Hello.
Excellent. Let's get this show on the road. Right, the opening scene is a loose woodland. Birds are singing in the trees, in the woodland, in the forest, and up on the screen comes in the bottom left, as they do, Paris, France, 1630. And
4:30.
a second.
Sorry.
The camera pans around, and from the trees step 3 characters. Pop, pop, as they bubble out into the vista. It's our 3 heroes.
Hey.
It's Vlad. It's Johan. And Francois.
Bonjour.
Francois is the one who's taken the lead on this mission for obvious reasons. Since he's the one most likely to. He's from this timeline, roughly. Yeah, 1600s.
Mm-hmm.
He's a musketeer. So yeah, there you are. You're in woodlands, and there's tweet birds singing around. Tweet tweet.
It's just like being.
You got BBC sound effects working with you.
No, it's all my own work.
Wow.
They're all week.
It's Percy Edwards, wasn't it? I think was it Percy Edwards?
Yeah. Yeah. There we go. Brilliant. Right. Well, there you are. Yeah, step out in your finery. He's actually got the first opportunity to wear his loose sleeved
Baggy
shirt.
Yes. Have I made the other 2 wear one as well?
Everyone's wearing that sort of garb. Yeah. You're there dressed up as, whether you were or not, King's Musketeers.
Mm-hmm.
Ha ha!
Welcome.
Yeah.
So he's not doing any different with. He was exactly the same as you know he does.
Yeah, Francois. Yeah. He fits in perfect. Yeah, it's got one of those silly floppy hats with feathers in it. And you've all got rapiers by your hips.
Great. This is more of a gentleman's world, you'll find, than 1940.
Yep. Your mission, whether you should choose it or not, is to locate and retrieve the bow crystals and try and find out what's going on. The Ithaca doesn't know exactly what's going on, which is why you're there. Try and figure that out and sort it out and retrieve the crystal.
Do we have any indication where we're headed to start with then, or where to look?
You can see over the trees piles of smoke, like you're not too far away. They dropped you off in the woodland around Paris itself.
Okay.
So you can see where the city is, and you can probably smell it from here as well. Fresh air, hey Francois.
Fresh air.
I'm baking croissants, if I'm not mistaken.
So I suppose we're walking, are we?
Look around. No horses?
No.
No. Read.
Sans horse.
Song. Well, I hope your shoes or boots fit. Strange accent. That's not French. Let us make our way. Still strange, but slightly better.
Yeah, you make your way. And after perhaps 2 or 3 minutes of walking, you come across this road, which looks to be heading towards town, city. It's not a paved road. There doesn't seem to be any traffic coming either direction.
So a bus stop nearby. We can.
No, I'm afraid not. You could stick around for a few hundred years, maybe there'll be one.
Yeah. You can always just go back and then come back again when the bus is due.
Two come along at once after 200 years.
Yeah. Either way, innit?
After 200 years. That's slow even for public transport.
I guess we'll follow the road. That'll probably be the easiest way, isn't it? At least not going to get lost. It must be straightforward.
Yeah.
Is it decent weather? We're not. Is it raining or?
Oh, it's fine. It's a lovely morning.
Never rains in Paddy.
Yeah. Gay Paris. Right. So you walk along for another maybe 5 minutes. And up ahead, you see looks like a cart parked in the middle of the road. And on the back of it appears to be some kind of cage arrangement. And within are seated 2 scruffy-looking gentlemen, for use of a better descriptor. And they, on the front of the cart, you can see with his back to you is a driver. He appears to be just lounging there, sitting there, looking off to his right. And as you watch, he sticks a finger up his nose and whittles it around, looks at it and flicks it away into the grass.
Class act.
He yawns.
Wow.
Bonjour.
What?
Hello.
Hello.
You drive. I'm not going to do the accent. No. Are you on your way to Paris?
Yes.
Would you consider offering us a lift?
He looks you up and down. You have to ask the boss, the sergeant. Oh no, the vagrants, prisoners we picked up.
Wow.
No, the sergeant and his men have gone down there, and he gestures with his dirty finger into the woods.
Oh.
Down there, there's another vagrant camp down there, apparently. He yawns.
Sergeant.
So you have to wait for him.
Sergeant of what?
Oh, Cardinal's Guard.
Ah. Uh-oh. Ooh.
Do you know what we're here for?
Yep. Locate the
Don't know,
bow crystals and bring them back. And figure out what's going on and stop it. Stop that.
Do a lot of swashing and buckling.
And swinging from chandeliers and etc.
Okay.
I'm sure the captain won't mind if we set off without him.
You won't be bothered.
I beg to differ. Sure.
Have we been given any money?
You'll have some cash, sure.
I'll get a few sovereigns out. Maybe that.
Euros.
Oh man, I have to make a roll for that. He looks tempted. His eyes light up at the sight of it, and then he looks back at the woods, and he's going,
Normal day roll then, or
yeah. You'll have 1 plus plus I'm suggesting some money, so it'll be a double. Your maximum you can get is 2. So you're just still novices.
Dice pool 2 then, is it?
Double Dave, yes.
Double Dave. Woo.
Yeah, 4. You do have the opportunity to spend one of your lovely points, which I haven't issued as yet, but I shall do. Everyone begins with a singular plot point.
Did we use those last time? We did we?
Yeah, you get them at the start of the game, and every time you survive a scene. Did that work? Yeah. I just dealt it to me. My GM duties failed. Oh, that's where I went wrong.
That's what I need to do. It's Inspector Clouseau. That's the voice, isn't it? That's what it is.
Heavy fin. Everyone has 1 point. And I have 2 points. I'll get rid of one of those. Throw it onto there. Go away. Delete. Click that. Oops, no, you don't click that. That makes it bigger. Click that. Oh, there we go. Right, so if you wanted to spend a point, currently 4 is good enough. You have to persuade him, but you have to narrate some little bit of mishap that occurs. Or you could spend a point and bump it up to a 5, in which case you succeed without any issues.
I'll have it with a little bit of a mishap, to be honest. So he agrees to it. So have we got room for us 3?
One of you can sit up here beside me, and he pats the seat at the side of it. The other 2 will have to hang on to the back. The sergeant has the keys for the lock, so can't really get inside.
That's not. I don't think they would want to go inside anyway. Okay. So, is that okay, gentlemen?
Yeah.
Excellent. Right. So we'll get on the cart, and just as we start to pull away, the sergeant's man can come up and see the 3 musketeers making off with his cart. Away.
Hey, you stop! Oh no, it's the sergeant.
Oh, don't worry. You can say
I must stop. I must stop.
No. You grab hold the reins, make it move.
Yep, it's moving.
Okay.
And the coach driver does this elaborate hammer acting, falling off the side of the wagon. He goes, "Oh, it pushed me off!" He falls into the dirt at the side of the road. So you have reins of a carriage, and the 2 vagrants in the back are clinging on as it rattles along the road.
We've stolen the damn thing now.
It's all right. We're musketeers. We can do these kind of things. Anything to inconvenience the guard, the cardinal's guard.
Wait, come back! Shouts guard. Shoot them!
What?
Hear a couple of muskets go off. And,
Maybe ask him. Wrong.
they miss you. Bullets.
They can't hit us. We're more than 10 feet away.
Yeah.
It rolls out the end of the barrel, doesn't it, and drops on the floor usually.
After them.
Aren't these prisoners we're escaping with?
Yeah.
Well, vagrants, aren't they? I think they're just well, hopefully he said they were vagrants, didn't he? They're just beggars.
Same thing.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
We'll leave them outside the cardinal's quarters or something. They're still in the cart. Just to get to town, isn't it? Quicker. My feet were hurting.
Yep. Another double Dave roll then.
Okay.
Whoever's driving.
Yeah. Oh.
Fantastic.
Oh. Is that the lowest you can get?
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Shots put him off, honestly.
Oh yeah, there's two things you can do then. You can spend your PP to increase one of those to a 3, in which case you still fail, but you get something good out of it.
Okay.
Or alternatively, you can accept the 2 and take a plot point from me and totally botch it up. Critical failure, catastrophic failure.
Crushed in a fireball of shifted limbs.
How did you get the cart to blow up? There's nothing exploded.
It's a movie. It's Hollywood. Hollywood.
With some wine dripping out of my bottle. I think I best bet my point now. I think it's probably a good idea. How do we do it? Oh, jeez, I made it really big.
Yep.
Drag and drop. Oh, that drag and drop, and that's it.
Yeah.
Oh. Top drawer. All. No.
Is it doing it? Is it doing it?
Am I?
I don't know. There we go.
There we go. I don't know quite what I did.
Yeah, we'll leave it there. Leave it there.
Sorry about that. Okay.
Right, well, you can hear sounds of pursuit. The horses are getting closer, but what's the good thing that you got from this then?
Horses? Are they on horses?
Yes.
God, I wouldn't know.
Yeah, there's 2 of them on horseback.
Oh,
You can see, just looking back, glancing back over your shoulder, you can see there's maybe a half a dozen more trotting behind.
this isn't good, is it?
But, well, you're outdistancing the ones who are running, but the 2 on horseback are getting closer.
Yeah, kind of didn't realise they'd have horses. Swerve into a. What's going to help us? Farmyard.
Yeah, there's a farmyard ahead.
Okay, swerve into that.
Take the road to the farmyard.
Yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, there's barrel through over this into this cobbled courtyard, and chickens and fly everywhere.
It's the first time, isn't it?
Funny chicken. Yeah, and you barrel through there, and the farmer and his wife were gesticulating at you and swearing at you in French. As you carry on through and into the field beyond. The horsemen are come following after you, slipping a bit on the cobbles.
Good.
But they're slowed, but they're still in pursuit.
How many of them are there?
There's 2 on horseback.
Oh. Could take them.
Yeah, and with another roll, you could perhaps lose them.
Oh, okay, I'll give that a go. Come on. Sorry about this. I didn't mean to get us into a bit of a mess.
Yeah, two hanging on the outside. Oh, there you go.
That's better.
All part of my plan.
All right. Well, I said they were slipping around, but and that they were maintaining their feet, the horses. However, when they get to the edge of the field, there's a lot more mud. There's a ditch that they have to cross, and they slip, and the 2 Cardinal's guards fall off and land with a splat in the mud. The horses gallop off across the field, following you 2, and the 2 Cardinal's men stand up and gesticulate again. One of them waves his sword, and the other one fires a pistol off ineffectually in your direction.
I'm going to wave at them.
You get to the other side of the field and into the trees once more, and within maybe 2 or 3 minutes you regain the road and carry on into Paris.
Hey.
Where are you going in Paris? You can enter. It's yeah, that's a good point. As you're approaching, and you go through the. I don't know whether they would have had some gates, perhaps. There's a couple of guards just lounging around as you go in. You can all make like a notice roll, which I'm guessing would either be 1 or 2, Dave, depending on whether you think you've got any of your background statements would apply. Are you alert?
I haven't got that though, no.
I think I'll give myself 2 because I'm in my natural habitat and what I'm used
yeah,
to.
definitely. Definitely 2 for you. You've been here before, or a version of this place. What? We can hear you whispering.
Off you go. Right.
Right.
Anyway, sorry, what was I doing? Dice pool.
Yeah, that was good.
Oh, something's gone wrong there.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? Hold on, where's me?
Hey.
Oh,
Nice. Yeah, there do not seem to be very many beggars around. In fact, there aren't any at all.
oh, they must have just had a clear up the streets then.
Brought 2 new ones in.
Yeah.
Lock 'em back up.
Is it? Let them loose.
Top up.
Yeah. Where are you going?
Hmm.
And I know Paris then. Well,
You do?
right, or right. I'll take the cart to near where the Cardinals' base is, and leave the cart there. I don't want to be accused of stealing the horses, borrowing it. We had a medical emergency. We needed to get one of our 3 to Paris.
Please, let us free. says one of the men in the back. We have done nothing.
You've been accused of vagrancy.
Well, we were living in the forest, yes. Is that vagrancy? Is that the crime?
Yes.
Yeah, the Cardinal's guards seem to think so.
Spit on them.
Yeah.
Turn a bit Spanish Mexican there. Stinking Cardinal guard.
Aren't we at war with you?
Just yes. Oh well, it's 1630, so just ended the war, 30 Years' War. I do believe.
Right.
Oh, it's in its final throes anyway. There are huge nose around.
Around.
Huge
Still.
nose.
Huge not. Huguenot.
Right. Well, seeing as you spit on the Cardinal's men, is there any way of breaking the lock easily?
Yeah, they feel strong.
Would shooting it with a musket be not a good idea?
That would work. Do you have a musket?
Musketeer.
Okay. So he unslings his musket from his back. Loads it.
Stand back.
Everyone stands back. I don't think you have to roll. Point at a stationary lock and yeah, the lock shatters and the chain rattles through the through the loops. Ching, and the door creaks open.
Oh dear.
And the two gentlemen leap out and thank you, and grab your hand and start shaking your hand. All of you one by one, and like giving you the hugs and then French kiss to one side. Not a French kiss in tongues, but French kisses in on the side of the head. Yeah, air kiss. That's the word I was looking for. French air kissing. Oh yes, thank you. Is there anything we can do for you?
Maybe. We'll see how the plot develops.
Vive les Musketeers!
Bravo. Right, now run along.
Yep, they turn and scarper and sort of disappear into an alley.
Right, let's go to
Alley.
the base.
Yep. So what's next on the agenda?
We're meant to look for crystals, aren't we, somehow? We've not got a contact to make contact with.
Not in this one.
Oh.
Not in this town. In fact, we'll start a new scene.
Scene
Chapter.
3. Oh, we've all got 2 except for me.
Oh, go on then.
Even the DM's got 2.
There you are. Just got one each now. There you are. You won't feel alone now. Feel lonely. feel so lonely. Right. Yes. So I was thinking perhaps it should be more or less of an automatic thing for these Ithaca children attached to the necks. Perhaps you should have to actively use them to find Streed and other Ithaca. Otherwise, it would be a bit too easy.
So, the Streed have the crystal, or they're looking for it as well?
That's what they use. They harvest human souls, for want of a better word, human energies core energy. And apparently, during one of your many lessons that you had back at HQ, that they don't really know the full composition of these crystals. They're assuming there may be some kind of excretion from the as yet unknown hive mother of the Streed. So it may be maybe sweat or some other bodily excretion.
Right.
Saliva. Saliva I was thinking of.
That's it.
Dirty minds.
Snot. That's why he was picking his nose. He was one of them.
After him.
Right. Well, I suspect anything that's being done wrong must probably involve the Cardinal. We'll go with him. He's a bad one.
Is he?
Always is.
All right. There's a couple of Cardinals. Cardinals?
No.
That's Cardinals Guard all mixed up. Cardinals Card. A couple of guardsmen at the top of the steps leading into the Cardinals' private house residence, which are currently parked outside of. The got your hashers on.
They're not reacted to setting free the vagrants.
They were watching quizzically.
Like musketeers, damn them. They outnumber us.
They're a bit outnumbered. And in fact, that's a good point. One of them ducks back inside.
Oh. I think we need to make ourselves scarce. Yeah, we'll go to the Musketeers HQ.
Is that a good idea? We could be expected to do sorts of jobs.
You can get some word on the street then from there. Maybe.
Word on the street.
Around the campfire.
Yeah. Okay.
Need some sort of information, don't we?
Musketeer HQ.
We just say we're out of town Musketeers. On recreational leave for a day or two. Strictly no work.
Yep. You get there. There's a couple of men sort of practicing their fencing in the courtyard. It's like a C-shaped building on plan. And a couple of men fencing around within the courtyard of the sea. Wooden steps leading up to a first story, and you can see you've been here before, so you know the score. You know, go up the steps along a bit to the commander's office or commandant. You can chat with these two guys who are fencing. Or you can go somewhere else.
Is there like a canteen or tavern or something inside the headquarters where they eat?
It'd be like a mess hall, but they usually go to a tavern, perhaps. But it's up to you. There will be a mess hall and an on-site cook.
That'll be the best place to go get some food anyway. Probably quite hungry.
Yeah, I was thinking about your stomach. Yeah. So the two men give you a cursory nod and then get back to their sword play.
Euphemism.
Could be. And you get into the mess hall. It smells like something is being cooked up.
Mm.
The place is empty, but you can hear pots and pans being clumped together in the back kitchen area.
What's it smell like? Is it half decent? Or?
It's got overriding garlic smell to it.
Onions, garlic.
Okay.
So, yeah,
Chicken.
yeah, I think it's chicken or chicken broth, perhaps something like that.
It's fancy chicken.
And it sounds like someone's chopping vegetables in the back in the kitchen as well. Chop, 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 chop.
Excusez-moi.
Chop, chop, chop. Chopping stops. And then
Excusez-moi.
you hear a muttering grumble there. And this old guy peeps his head around the doorway. What do you want?
I was just wondering how long it will be until lunch, brunch, tea, dinner. I am not sure what time it is.
You just travel across time so you could have lunch in France.
It'll be ready when it's ready.
Ah, is it worth us waiting?
He does a French shrug. Do.
Look at me.
Take a seat. Get you something. Some bread and cheese. That doesn't take much doing.
Messy. Take a seat. That's fine. That'll do. Waiting for someone else to start coming in now that we've arrived. We all think our lunch must about to serve.
Yeah. Comes back after a couple of minutes with a platter with some bread and cheese on it. And 3 little pewter goblets and a jug of wine. Plonks it down in front of you. There you go, gentlemen. May I get back to my soup now?
Oh, thank you. Yes.
Yes. You wouldn't want to hold that up.
Musketeers. Kids these days. Yep. Goes back through to the kitchen. And he resumes his chopping of vegetables. Chop, 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 chop.
Right. Start with some of the cheese and bread and wine.
Yeah. Yeah, you have to scrape off a bit of mould, but that's to be expected. Off the bread and the cheese. Wine's all right. Yeah,
Anyone
cool.
looking like they're going to come in or at all? Or we're just going to sit here all afternoon and eat?
You hear the 2 guys outside still. Clink, 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 clink.
Take some of the bread and cheese and go and stand and watch them then and eat.
Okay.
Make it obvious that I'm eating as if. Why are you fighting when you can eat?
Yum, yum, yum. Delicious. Yeah, someone realise that you're watching them. They pause, sheathe their swords, have a quick wash from a horse trough bucket thing, and start walking over.
Shout to the old guy, 2 more goblets. Merci beaucoup.
They're in the cupboard over there.
Go and get them.
Okay, these 2 guys come in. Oh, I've not seen you. Seen you around here.
No, we're from out of town,
All right. Yeah.
down south.
Okay.
Just travelled in by
Nice.
courtesy of the
Nice.
Cardinal.
What's Sorry, he says.
We borrowed one of the cardinal's carts to come in.
You borrowed it.
You actually admit now.
Yeah.
Oh, good on you. Anything we can do against this cardinal and his crazy edicts?
Oh, what sort of edicts are that?
Well, he's rounded up all the beggars off the streets. He's started clearing up the slums. He's picking vagrants up. Anyone, Huguenots and Christian Catholics alike, taking them to the dungeons, and that's the last anyone sees of them.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, he's a right tyrant, and the king's not much better. He seems to be allowing him to do it. It's bizarre, but at least we still got jobs. Although there's a rumor that the cardinal's wanting to shut down the musketeers.
Ha. Pa.
That'll never happen.
Wow. I sincerely hope not.
No. Unless you were the only 2 musketeers left. In which case, maybe it will.
Well, the
Where's
captain's
the rest?
still around. The captain should be in his office. We've got a few men still out and about.
You having any other trouble with the guards?
Just the occasional skirmish, but nothing really. They seem to be keeping to their own, and round here that seems to be taking up most of their time, so we don't cross paths so much.
Tell me, when did you start with these new edicts?
Oh, a couple of months ago.
Did it coincide with someone arriving into Paris?
It's when he got back from Italy. Must have, don't know. Something must have happened to him out there. Defeating the Spanish interests in Italy, and came back and started taking over, basically. I know, he's a powerful man. Surely the king's more powerful. Anyway,
Hope so.
I don't know.
Well, thank you. Maybe we should see the captain. Anyway.
Okay. Well. Hey, Pierre! How's the soup coming on? It'll be ready when it's ready. Leave me alone. Chef at work.
He does take it seriously, doesn't he?
Oh, he does, yeah. Yeah, silly old bastard. Yep. Yeah, the captain should be in his room. Captain. What shall we call him? Picard. Yeah, Captain Picard. You going to see him?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. He's seated in his office on his chair, behind his desk. His bald head reflecting light from the camera on the
Shield my eyes.
Yes, who is it?
Musketeers.
I can see your musketeers.
Francois, Johan, and Vlad are reporting for duty. So,
He looks up and down. Right. Well, I've Claude and Antoine, are they still downstairs?
No, they're eating the
Oh,
remains of the cheese.
is it that time? Oh, it's cheese. Okay.
No, the
Well,
soup
that's-
isn't ready. I don't
I
think
didn't
it ever will be.
Well, I think it's time for a change of guard. So, if you three feel suitably replete, you head over to the
Is there any chance we could wait for the soup before we go?
You can wait for the soup. You too. Would you like to go to the king's chambers and change guards with the other men there? Hello, am I speaking French?
I think we should all,
Oh, that's a problem. Yeah.
we should all go together, really. So we'll wait for the soup.
Yeah.
Sorry, but we're traveling a long way. You know, we're hungry.
Oh, dear. If you want something doing right, you should do it yourself. He says and pushes his chair back, gets to his feet, reaches for his sword belt
Good.
and his hat.
Learn something new today, ain't you?
Where did you say you're from?
Me. Well, I'm not
Any of you? I've noticed some strange accents, but
German. Well, one
That's
French.
just in one of and that's just in one person, some strange accents. From Nice.
Ah. Very good.
No idea. Where is Nice?
The southern south.
Oh dear.
But as far as you can go.
Oh. That explains the accent.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah. Well, you go down and wait for the soup. I'm going to see how my men are getting on. I need to stretch my legs anyway. All work and no play. Right, I will be back in perhaps an hour.
He's quite an easy
So-
living captain, isn't he? That's all
Save
right.
some soup for me, would you?
Oh.
Depends what it's like.
Yep.
Puts his sword on and puts his hat on. Shrugs into his jacket and starts buttoning it up as he's walking down steps. Heads over towards the stabling block. You three going back into the canteen?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
We came, we saw we had lunch.
So is the lunch ready yet?
It doesn't appear to be. You can still smell cooking.
Oh, do you think we should go with him?
Smells like burnt water.
So with who? Be captain.
Yeah.
Why?
Because he might be going off to do the scenario on his own.
That's what happened. All right with me. Yeah, if we should.
He's going to change the guard with the king, just like, I don't know. Maybe we should go and see what's happening with the king, if the king's not standing up to the cardinal.
Not doing very well. All right.
Go and get some bread and cheese and take it as a carry out. Take away.
You could get a tanker and put some soup in it, and you created the first cup of soup.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Put it in a pot with some noodles.
Mm.
Don't know what you were meant, but you know, you
I had a pot noodle for lunch. That was bad. That's how bad it's gone.
Right, so you follow after him. You get back outside just as you see the back end of his horse riding out through
Oh, damn.
into the
Horse
street.
again.
Yep.
There must be a stables here, is there?
Yeah. Yep, there is. You can hear some horses within there.
Any stable boy?
Yeah.
Trois. Horses.
That's not very nice.
S'il vous plaît.
What are you calling me? Yeah. Oh, 3 horses. Sorry. That's understood the accent. Are you from Nice? Yeah. I'll get you 3 saddled up. And Jiffy. Governor. Yeah.
I have to be careful when riding the horse not to spill me cup of soup.
Right. Yep. In moments, he has 3 horses saddled and ready to go.
Ah,
I take it we can all ride horses.
Yeah. Yeah, you get taught a lot of different things. I mean, it's a bit awkward with you being on like a space station as the HQ, but they could have always sent you back just on a non-mission mission, just to practice riding and stuff. Just like,
Oh, got it.
oh, beg your pardon.
well,
what was that?
That was ring Tony thing. It was the safe part.
Okay.
I'll put it on silent. It should be on silent. It's lucky it's that one. It wasn't Cartman.
Great, guys. Again, here.
Screw you guys, I'm getting here.
Let's ride out. Devil rides out. Yeah. You soon see which way he went. He's not galloping away. He's just trotting down the street. Trotting, so you could catch up with him. If you wanted, just tail him.
no, Catherine.
Catch up. Yeah. If he does spot us, we're just following him. That'll make him a bit more suspicious.
Oh, you 3 again. You 3 musketeers. Excellent. You could do with a 4th, really, couldn't you?
No.
Huh?
We're quite well with our just 3 of us.
Ah, well, with me we are 4. Haha! All for 1 and 1 for all.
For 4.
Yep. Excellent. Well, I'm glad you had a change of mind.
We thought it was a little rude of us.
Good. Yeah. Is it nice in Nice?
It is.
Hot.
Very sunny. But yeah, it's a bit too hot at this time of year.
Well, remind me to write a letter of commendation to your captain.
Oh,
That's very kind of you.
Provided we all get back safe and sound.
what?
No,
we
sorry.
were just going
No, sorry, I've read the script. My apologies. Yes. Well, let us be on. You ride towards the king's palace in town. Oh, he's got Versailles as his country residence, but he's got a palace as well in the city. It's not short of a few bob. Yeah. You ride up along this this long road which is lined with poplar trees, and you ride up through this lovely ornate gateway into these gardens, nicely laid out, geometrically designed, and up to the front, up the nice, lovely white alabaster steps, and pillars. There are peacocks in the garden. And,
Gerald's is back.
and then he hands the reins to his horse to some stable fellows, servants, and leads you three in up the steps into the lobby, where you instantly see two other musketeer types who are obviously on duty, and they salute when he comes in and nod at you three, and the captain just goes over and talks to them, and there's various other servants dotted about doing about their servanty business. And what? Yeah, doing. Would you like to do anything while you're there, or not? Yes.
Just generally observe. Nothing else, much else to do, is there? And then until the captain's back or whatever.
Remember earlier on when I said perhaps I should start having you rolling for your Ithacas?
Yeah.
Sensing stuff. Would you like to do any of that?
No.
Okay. Well, you suddenly hear the brushing of cloth upon stone, and look up above the stairway, and walking down the stairs is this young lady wearing the finest fashion of the day, and her hair's like all piled up on top of her head, and she's wearing jewellery and necklaces and things.
Yeah.
You would recognise her as the wife of the king.
Ooh.
Hello.
And she's scuttling down the steps. She appears to be a very worried look on her face, and she's like frowning and fretting, and basically ignoring everybody, and she scuttles down to the bottom of the steps and pauses for a second.
Bow to her presence anyway.
Yeah. Want to do that?
Proper over the top bow, like only musketeers can do.
Yeah, we'll give a bow. Did you say we can roll to see if we can spot?
Yeah.
Ithaca and stuff.
Is that just a base roll?
Yeah, we roll on the maximum dice type for your rank. I figured that would be the easiest thing. Like these Ithacas have got their own
Rank?
abilities, so it's 2. You get 2 dice. Double Dave. Double Dave. Double Dave.
Rescue days.
We both got 4, didn't we? So you worse.
2 of these kids. No, 3 you got.
Yeah, fours are good to let you know that there is a presence within a couple of zones of where you are. And like a zone is like an area through which you can move. So like the entrance lobby would be a zone, and then once you start going further into the building, you encounter different zones. Stepped out in the garden, that would be a different zone.
Right. Okay.
So within a couple of zones of where you are, you can pick something up.
If I look around, how many people are within that sort of distance of us?
Quite a few.
So it could be any. We can't sense a
maybe.
direction. We just.
No, unless you spend a point to bump it to a 5.
Yeah, go on, I will. I think
It's worth, yeah, probably is worth it, isn't it?
I'll spend the point.
If it kind of
Alright.
good guys.
Yeah, the Streed are the bad guys.
Okay.
Yeah,
What they prefer.
you're focusing your mind, and the little Ithaca starts feeding you through information, and it senses a strong street presence up the stairs, and within the next zone from where you are, probably a bedroom upstairs.
Oh, okay, so no one can actually see then. Okay.
No one within sight is registering as having an Ithaca or being a Streed.
I'll let the others know that we're probably looking for something upstairs in one of the rooms.
Are they the private quarters of the king and queen?
Yeah, it's where she's just come from.
It's either that, well, it could be a maid or a servant, or maybe even the king.
Or the cardinal. It's the cardinal. It's got to be the cardinal.
Well, he's behaving quite strangely, and if he's picking people up.
We'll just kill the cardinal. I think we solved the problem anyway. So just go straight for him. How could we get upstairs? So the queen. Is she called a queen? She is the queen, is she?
Yeah.
Is she just standing in the hallway now?
No, she barely acknowledged your flourishing bows and scuttled away. The cloth of her skirts brushing upon the marble floor as she disappeared into another room.
Well, I suppose we could just attempt to go up and see if someone says anything, couldn't we?
Right, you two on duty here, and he points at. Who does he point at? First two on my list is Vlad and Johan. You two stay here. You come with me. You're replacing the guy upstairs.
Upstairs?
Pierre. Yeah. The other two musketeers who were in the entrance lobby give another salute, nod at you lot, and depart. Go outside.
I'll wink at the other two. Not the two that just gone. Hello. He's a bit weird, isn't he? Well, that's what those people from me say.
Something in your eye.
Go upstairs to.
Come on, then.
Queen.
Hurry up.
Queen quarters, is it? Yeah, I'm following.
Right, there's two more fellas upstairs.
I don't know the direction though, do I? It's Johan, wasn't it?
Yep, they're standing outside a particular room.
But I don't have the absolute. I don't have the sense of where it exactly was. Do I?
You didn't, but as you get closer, you would be able to start realizing that within the room beyond. You could also roll me a double Dave as well if you wouldn't mind.
Double Dave. All the kids are saying it. Have a double Dave chocolate bar, couldn't you? And all kinds of stuff. Whoa!
Nice. Your Ithaca tells you through its limited psionic ability. Incidentally, you can all communicate with some slight telepathic ability. You can transfer vague surface emotions. you can't actually communicate just yet.
Right.
But you do know, and you would pick up on various bits of information.
Who?
There are 2 Streed within the room ahead.
Jeez.
However, your Ithaca has managed to shield its own presence for a moment,
All
so they don't know you're there yet.
right. Okay. Am I replacing these 2 guards?
Yeah, for the time being. Well, we're not going to be stationed here. Well, you will be. You'll stand there and follow along with the king wherever he goes. I will be patrolling the upper floors, and the men downstairs will be patrolling the lower floors.
Is the king inside?
I believe so.
Mm. Shall we check?
Yeah, is he still inside? The men nod. Yeah, yes, Captain. He's inside, Captain. And
Is he with anyone?
his personal servant.
His personal servant. Ah. Just the 2, no one else?
Just the 2 of them. That's all we know that that's going to do. Yes.
And there's no other way out?
The windows.
Okay. Or in,
Yeah,
I should say as well. Or in.
Secret. Or in. Yeah. Through us, or through the window outside, perhaps rappelling down from the roof above.
Perfect. So he's guarded. Okay, you can leave this with me and my friends. Hey. Oh.
Me.
Don't fear, Captain.
Okay, I'll just go and issue the men downstairs with their orders. So the captain leaves the 2 men that you're replacing, leads them off along the corridor back downstairs into the foyer. Those 2 men carry on, and the captain turns to Vlad and Johan and says, if one of you remains stationed here at all times, and just take it in turns to patrol the lower rooms. That's what we need to do. And I will send the next replacements in perhaps 4 hours' time, by which time, hopefully, the soup will be ready. Well, good luck. And
one real dry soup, that isn't it? Dry as
bon chance.
Mm.
And he strides back up the stairs 2 at a time. Because he's an athletic Captain Picard.
Mm. Belies his age.
Yes. I was on the stage, you know. Anyway, yes.
Has he gone outside now?
He comes back upstairs and
No.
walks past you.
I'll see the
Carries
shine coming up the stairs.
Starts doing his patrolling. Yes. And you're
He's
left
patrolling?
alone. He's doing the patrolling, you're standing still outside the door.
Okay.
You can hear faint muttering from inside, like someone's having a conversation inside the room.
Something about rhubarb.
But yeah,
Rhubarb.
that's about it. Other than that, it's very quiet up there. You can hear the peacocks outside.
Right, as soon as the captain's gone, I'll peep round the corner to the ones downstairs and.
Over here!
Back at the ball. I'll point to the. Well, they won't be able to see where I'm pointing to, but in that general direction of where I am. Look excitedly. Come on.
I think you might have to explain a bit more.
I'll leave the door, go halfway down the stairs, come up here. Streed, two of them.
Okay, so yeah, come up. Where to? Where are they?
They're in the, well, I think it's the king's or the queen's bedroom. Two of them. The king and his personal servant.
Yep. Double Dave roll for whoever else is going up the stairs. Looking for a 5 to be absolutely certain.
4 and 2.
All right. You spending a point, or are you just taking the 4?
That's my last one. Go on then, I will.
Well, you don't have to.
What? There we go.
Was that a no then? Yeah, hanging on to it.
I have done. It's done.
Oh, it's gone. Right. Okay, yeah, there are 2 in the room ahead. Looks like.
There actually are 2 of them. Okay, so. So we're killing the king.
Kill the king.
Kill the king. Well, he's already dead. He's been taken over by the Streed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think people are going to see it that way, though.
Well, we should confront them. We can't just let. Oh, I suppose we know the Streed. The Queen wasn't a Streed, though, was she?
No.
Would she have noticed anything different with her husband, do you think?
Who knows?
Has the king been acting weird or apart from the whole vagrants and beggars stuff?
Yeah, he shouldn't be back in the cardinal, should he?
Well, I mean, if anybody's going to know the king better than the queen, then at the end of it, if she notices a difference, maybe we can convince her there's something definitely wrong, and then she can endorse.
What's killing him?
Maybe like he was ill and has been ill for a while, and he passed away or something.
Yeah, maybe we should speak to the Queen. You're right.
So you're not barging in there.
Is there any sort of, I don't know, is there any sort of test or anything we can do? Is it just these things we've got on us that?
Yeah, that's basically it. I was pondering something that once you reach a certain level, you have an ability to neutralize their psychic camouflage. That would be a good idea.
Kind of like do a Voight Kampf test.
Yeah.
You see a turtle lying on its back.
Yeah.
What do you do?
I'll stop
Tell
it.
your mother.
I'm going to knock on the door.
The voices stop, and then there's a come.
Open the door and just poke my head in. And then bow.
And make another double Dave roll. As they look at you.
Might be the king.
Yeah, there's only 2 people in there, a king and this officials looking gentleman.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is that a 4 and a 5? Ooh, nice. Yeah, yes.
Excusez-moi. I just letting you know that the guard has now changed. I am your new guard. Let me introduce myself. I am Francois. I am here at your service.
sort of look at each other and then look back at you. Very well, Francois. Thank you.
I'll smile, bow, and close the door again.
Okay.
Yes, it is the king and his servant.
So, what else are you doing? Anything?
Well, one of you got to go on patrol, haven't you, downstairs? So if one of you go and find the queen, you can speak to the queen.
We're not going to be able to just walk into the Queen's thingy, are we?
Probably not.
No.
But then again, the captain suggested you should be patrolling the rooms downstairs.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll go on patrol. I'll just do a circuit around.
Okay. I think we'll just have a quick 5-minute comfort stop there for a moment. Just yeah, I need to do something. Yes, on that low, I've been drinking. Right, I'll just mute myself and I'll be back in about 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay.
2-minute break.
Okay.
All right, Genty Pops. See you in a bit. Okay, I'm back.
Okay.
That's better.
So I'm going to go off on a patrol, and I'll keep my eye out for the Queen while I'm doing it.
All right. You hear a sobbing coming from a room on the lower level. A woman crying.
I shall knock on the door and go in.
She looks up at you. Get out, she says. Get out.
Is everything all right? Is it the Queen?
Yeah.
Is everything all right, Your Majesty?
Get out, she says again.
I shall nod and leave, but I will pause as I shut the door. Just can I tell if she's one of these things or not?
Definitely not.
Okay.
And she's got this kerchief in her hand, and she's sniggling into it.
I won't carry on the circuit. I'll just guard the door.
A serving maid comes along. And she looks you up and down, raps on the door, and quickly goes in. She was human as well. I'll let you know if you see a Streed now, as soon as you've got. You're still only picking up those two upstairs. So
Right.
until that changes, everyone's human.
Right. Okay. I'm just going to stay outside the door though, because I'm just going to stop anyone else going in.
All right. The other two still around? Are you in the game?
Yep.
There we are. Yeah. Your volume's still on. Good.
Anyway, Chris. I think Chris is Chris still here?
Oh, he's not muted himself, so don't know. Chris. No, he's not. Yeah, so Vlad, what's Vlad doing? Are you going back into the foyer?
I don't know whether to.
Don't introduce yourself to the king.
Yeah, well, Chris has gone to see the king, isn't he? When he's around. You're going to see the queen. What are you going to do with the queen? Just kind of protect her in case anything happens.
I thought at the moment she told me to get out, so I didn't think it was right to push it. But I thought perhaps if she can, when she does leave, she can see I've been stopping other people coming in. Give her privacy. I might earn some brownie points.
Yeah, I don't understand. Well, where we want to earn brownie points? We're not here permanently, are we?
No, but I mean, she might be able to tell us something or get us in to see.
I mean, you could always go and tell the captain that we feel the queen could be in danger and that there's something odd about the king. Maybe. Do you reckon he'd believe it?
I don't know if they care as long as the king's all right.
Yeah, but if the king's the problem. Obviously, the thing to do would be to confront the king, wouldn't it? But the thing is, though, we've got to remember we don't live in this realm, in this time. After we've done what we need to do here, we're off. So if he just went, the obvious thing to do would be to go in and basically kill the king and his advisor, who are both evil aliens and not actually who they appear to be. So that would be the obvious thing to do. But I don't know if that's fulfilled the job we're here to do. Would that fulfill our mission or not?
We're looking for these crystals, aren't we?
Yeah, you need the crystals.
Yeah, but I'm presuming the crystals are with the king. That would be the safest place for him, wouldn't it, I suppose? Or he'd know where they are. He won't tell us. He's not going to tell us where they are, is he?
You haven't picked up the signal that you know for the crystals.
Oh, right.
Yeah, but he's the king. He could have them stashed anywhere, can he?
Queen's jewelry.
Yeah, but he's not going to tell us.
But the queen might.
I mean, if you have, yes, you might know it. You might know about some crystals that the king has hidden.
Yeah, if he's behaving suspiciously, she might be able to tell us.
Well, the thing is, how are we going to, the king is the king. He can act any way he wants. No, he's not going to believe us if we tell him he's been taken over by aliens.
Try it.
He's been taken over by an Englishman.
I don't know. I don't know what to do, really. It's a bit difficult, isn't it? You could just, obviously we've got to get rid of a king anyway because he's evil and he's only going to do more bad things, aren't they? They're not going to do good things.
The king's definitely going, but we need to get these crystals.
Do we know the king has a tendency now to stay behind a locked door most of the time? Is that how he's been acting the last so? I mean, if he stays behind that door for the next, say, week, nobody's going to notice any difference, are they? Or does he come out if often for food?
There'll be court functions and papers to sign when they're in.
Yeah, but what I'm thinking is that if he rarely leaves his rooms and we go in there and kill them both, then nobody's going to know he's missing, are they?
Is this a timeline we've got to have to cap?
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter if we killed the king because it's going to be capped and they'll be frozen, won't they?
Yeah, I've had some more ideas about that as well. The actual process of capping, it's not just a matter of doing it. You become, I was thinking, the longer you're in this realm and the more contact you have with the people within it, the more like emotionally attached you are to the area. So capping it has more chance of having some adverse psychological effect upon you when you go.
That's a good one.
But that's for later. Yeah. That's for later. For now, what Francois would know that my master is out of his time, really. You'd have to ask a servant or something. Speaking of which, the king's bedchamber doors open, and his assistant steps out.
Shifty assistant.
Yeah. Sidesteps past you two in the hallway and carries on downstairs.
Can I tell who we are?
Thanks for reminding me. Need to do a double Dave lad. Everyone else thus far, yeah. Everyone else has managed their own. Ithacas have managed to conceal themselves, and so have you. Yeah, you don't think they've recognised you for what you are yet.
Right. Okay.
He just turns on his heels and marches away down the stairs.
So we can still sense the king being in the room.
Yes.
Well, that's a chance to confront the king if we want to.
Well, Nad's trying to do it, isn't he, if he's on his own? The thing is, if he's an alien, he's not going to tell us what we want to know, is he?
But there's two of them. Both of them are aliens.
No, yeah, but the other one's fucked off, isn't he? The other one's just left the room and gone to the toilet or something.
Could follow him, see where he goes.
Yeah, we could. Well, one of us, yeah, could do that. What do you want to do? Follow him or confront the king?
I suppose. Well, we know where the king. We know the king. He's going to find it difficult to move around, isn't he? But the servant's going to have more freedom, isn't he? So he'll be the one who do messages and.
So you guys follow a servant then?
I think that's probably the wisest one.
All right, we'll do that.
On one of your patrols, whoever's patrolling downstairs. He's gone downstairs, has he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You
you hear the captain striding down the corridor. Right, I'll take over outside here. Shouldn't you be downstairs? Musketeer blood.
There was a cat.
Yeah, there's a cat.
It blinks a couple of times. All right, okay then.
Just leave it hanging there like that. That explains everything.
There was a cat.
Right. Well, go about your duties and he looks around. I'll find the cat.
It's all right. It's all been dealt with now, sir.
Oh, very good. Right. Okay. Well, make it so.
But I'll go and patrol upstairs then, and see if we can sense anything else upstairs.
Where upstairs?
Is it just a big square that you walk around, big long corridor or something like that? Or
Yeah, it's just one big circuit, and then come back down here, and Musketeer Vlad should be on the ground floor.
Okay. I'll do the circuit and try and sense. We got ability to sense the crystal as well.
Sure. Yep.
Yeah, I'll try that and just take the time each time I go past the room.
All right. You've got a 5 during your previous rolls, so your Ithaca is on form, shall we say? Doesn't pick anything else up. There are no more Streed, no Ithaca, no crystals.
Okay.
Just humans
Yeah.
and the cat. Somewhere.
So was this cat see?
Yeah. As you're patrolling, looking around, you just happen to look out of the window and you see a carriage, and the servant climbs into the carriage, and the door's closed, and the driver whips the reins, and the carriage trundles away from the front of the palace. Trundle, trundle. Are you abandoning your posts? You've got the opportunity to. No one's looking at you.
I'm not really our post, so we may as well. What are you going to do? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Mike.
Just leaving the captain standing outside the king's room, oblivious to what's going on.
Yeah, nothing's going to happen, is it?
Whatever happened to them? But you'll be frozen at some point, won't you? So.
Yeah. Yeah, we need to carry on. If we're dedicated to this, going after this guy, we need to keep on doing it, don't we?
Yeah, I can see how you get the psycho. I quite like Picard now. Yeah. Let's start damaging you.
What are we doing with our German friend? Because are you still standing outside the Queen's door, Dave?
I am, yes, because I don't know what else is going on anywhere else, do I? So
You can pick up the surface thoughts that are going on. So you would know that something's afoot. You'd know that the other two are thinking about moving out.
Yeah, I think we should. I don't know. Yeah. No.
You send like a message saying rendezvous.
do we have any sort of communicators or anything?
No, that's just it. Relying upon your Ithaca.
Okay.
Child.
Yeah.
If I get that message.
You could do a double day roll for your Ithaca. Just as one of you could roll. Oh, double 5, yeah. Yeah, it's weird. It must be something about this environment that you're in. But Ithaca are really on fire, not literally. But you can basically not quite communicate, but talking to each other. But you can send messages.
Okay, so I will
text messages. So.
Okay, I get the message something's going on, so I'll go and find the other two then. Yep.
So you just enter the lobby just as these two come skipping down the stairs together.
What is it? What's wrong?
We need to leave this place.
Yeah.
Follow the servant. He's the key. King 8 is not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I've only got 2 options really. We stay here and hang around and see what happens, or we go after this servant.
He'll lead us to the whatever plot they have.
Yeah. Anyway.
Unless one of us stays here and speaks to the Queen. I think she may know more.
Just at that moment, that servant, the serving girl that went in with the Queen, you see her walking through the foyer. She heads through towards another section.
I'll stop her and I'll just say, I hope the Queen is feeling a lot better.
Yeah, she is, thank you. Yes, I think she must have had a fright, I think.
Anything you need us to deal with?
She seems a lot better now, but
A fright?
If there's something, obviously worrying with the royal family, then obviously you can come to the Musketeers to sort it out.
What scares the Queen?
she looks left and right, conspiratorially. Would one of you like to make like a roll to a charisma roll?
Threaten to impale a
Yeah,
man.
I have anything that will.
I've got nothing that will help in that, but
Yeah, I don't think impaling people and the fun of it will help me out.
I think this could be a job for Francois.
okay.
Of course. It is his own raison d'etre, as they say, in very Scouse French. Take the floor, isn't it? It's what's he doing? What does he think he's doing? Being all coy.
It's the.
I put my arm around her there. What's the matter?
Okay.
Well, okay till this happened.
It's the king. He's become more violent since over the last couple of months since the cardinal returned.
Violent to the Queen?
To everyone, to the servants. It's strange. I presume the Queen too. She hasn't fully confided, but I'm sure there are marks upon her arms.
Has he hit you?
He has not hit me, no. Not yet, she says. And that man, she says, gesturing towards the doorway, as you can hear the carriage rattling away. There is something evil about him.
You've not met Vlad.
The king that the servant, what did I describe him as? His confidant and the cardinal. They're like three peas in a pod. There's something wrong about them.
Perhaps that servant's gone to the cardinal's place then.
Yeah.
Yeah. And possibly even the cardinals turned a bit,
Yeah, bound to. We best kill him as well, just in case.
What?
Doesn't matter, we just need to. Sorry. It's
Anyway, I must go. I've said too much. Scuttles away.
One last thing before you go.
Yeah, she stops it.
Sorry. The Queen has. Where does? This is gonna sound bad, doesn't it? Where does the Queen keep her jewels? I'll try that.
In her room.
Most amazing charm in her room. That's where she is at the moment. Yeah.
Oh, she's in her room at the moment.
Helen?
Yeah.
You said Helen. Zimmer. Thank you. I'm sure. I reckon she's got the crystals in her gems or something like that. The king must still be looking for it, mustn't they? Well, they make the crystals out of the vagabonds. Is that what?
They could be doing something. They're obviously doing something with the vagabonds and the beggars, aren't they? They can't just be rounding them up and sticking them nowhere. They've got to be sticking them somewhere. So they're turning them into something, aren't they?
Yeah.
So solvent green, isn't it?
Yeah, it's that sort of idea. Yeah.
If you go and kill the cardinal and the servant guy, it's probably going to be the safer way of doing it, isn't it? Well, is that red herring by goose chase and anything else?
Who knows? I mean, he could be going directly to the cardinal, couldn't he? If he's carrying communication between the two of them.
I think we go after the servant.
Would it be, if he has got a communication, would it be worth finding out what that is?
Let's go find out. Let's get the horses. He was going by carriage, wasn't he?
You are going to be, yeah.
Yep.
So unless he goes through a farm courtyard, we'll catch him. They'll trickle back in there.
We'll lose them at the farm.
Yeah, I think we go after the servant. Was this my call?
Okay. Your call. Yep.
My call. Let's do it. Let's do it.
All right. Get back outside. Call for your horses. I can go for a horse. One of the grooms brings your horses out for you, and as you're mounting up, you can see the carriage way off in the distance, just about to enter the city streets proper. Now you can keep. You can maintain a sense of where these are, 2 scenes away from you. So as long as the 2 zones. So the garden stroke approach road to the palace is a zone. And then once you get into the city, that will be another zone currently until you start getting in. And then they'll start dividing into other zones. Currently, you're within 2 zones of this Streed, so you can track it down.
Obviously, we want to be a bit careful here because we probably stand out in our uniforms, don't we?
Yeah. Yep. So yeah, gallop after it.
What's the music for the Musketeers TV show that was?
Yeah.
Quite famous. What was it called? Oh, that was old. French as well when it was dubbed.
Oh, Flashing Blades.
Flashing Blade.
Blades, yeah.
Oh, that was. That's it, yeah. The recent TV series was. And some such.
One.
Anyway, yeah, it wasn't too bad. It wasn't too bad. No, it was all right.
Good stuff. It's good times.
Yeah, so gallop.
Yeah.
Are you trying to catch up with it, or are you following it? See where it goes.
Well, catch up to it. just close enough so we can see it and then follow it.
That's fine. Well, I need double Daves again from everybody to maintain your own camouflage.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, what about the horses? The horses are managed we left behind the dirt.
This is it's not like a physical thing. This is for the Streed realizing that you're there.
Oh, right. Okay. Can I use a point then to make mine a 4?
You can.
Expect mine to make mine a 3.
Right.
So mine's a 4 now, not a 3 anymore. Now and that stuff going on. Companies.
Yeah, everyone's. Oh, actually, this is basically a new scene that we're coming to. So everyone can have another PP. PP. For PP. It's on a plot point. Remember.
I shouldn't have taken that one off. I should have just kept it as well.
Well, I'll give you another. There you go. Another. Yeah. Right. What's he do? What's he do? What do you think he'll do? I know what he'll do. Yeah. Yes. The carriage seems to slow at one point and turns down another road, another street. It was as if the driver was given instructions and he paused and turned down a different way. But he's still following it.
Straight on. The same way it was going. Are we heading towards them? If it carried on, would it be still heading towards the Cardinals?
Yes.
I know that. Right, yeah, carry straight on.
Yep.
Head towards the Cardinals.
Okay.
Would we realise? Oh, yeah, we saw it slow down, didn't we? So that's the clue, isn't it? So yeah.
Well, the thing is, if the Cardinals also on these screw things, then it won't matter who goes and visits them, will it?
Yeah.
It's not going to be the king, is it? It could be any of them because they're all the same. So.
We want to try and give them a bit of still have this element of surprise, don't we? Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So you get back to the carrying on to the Cardinals' place where you dropped that cart off earlier on. Cart's gone, but there's still two blokes standing outside, and they watch you ride up.
Smile and wave. Hello,
They scowl at you.
Do you never get any time off?
Musketeers go.
Never get any soup? We get soup.
What do you want?
Oh, to be friendly.
Come to the wrong place for that, monsieur.
Apparently so. Okay. Au revoir. Street
Good riddance there. What was that?
Ride off a couple of streets and then dismount and make our way back. The carriage hasn't arrived. That does not like the carriage has arrived. We should have beaten it if it was coming here.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Stay about a street or two away and wait and watch for the carriage to arrive.
Tick tock, no carriage.
3 hours later.
Yeah, sun sets.
Oh shit! He didn't come this way.
So a couple of minutes, you realise it's not coming that way.
No. backtrack. It'll be worth it.
It could be anywhere now. He might not even be going back. He might not be going back to the palace for days, might he?
Can he send
No.
him two things away?
He needs a good roll. It's possible.
I think we've lost him now. I think the only thing we do is go out to the palace, and you're probably in trouble for leaving a post as well.
Oh. Probably the reason you've picked them up is because there's a large concentration, and the crystals as well, in the direction of the Bastille.
The prison.
Prison.
Ah, in that case, then perhaps the cardinal isn't on it. He's just a twat.
Just a twat.
Right, the prison. And the crystals. We just want the crystals, don't we? Don't care about anything else.
No.
A large concentration of Streeds.
Yeah, large as in 4.
We're going to have to fight them, aren't we? We just about got away with it last time when we had guns.
Well, you've got guns, you've got muskets. Only need to reload it from shooting the lock off.
Yeah.
It's a one shot, isn't it? Really.
I'll reload the musket while we're talking. Yeah, looks like we'll have to storm this Bastille.
Storm the Bastille.
That's going to be the name of this adventure, isn't it? Right. No,
It's
so you give
called
a plan,
all the King's Men, actually. So,
Oh, is it?
sorry,
Oh.
you interrupted.
no. No, we either come up with a plan or just blindly charge.
Who guards the Bastille?
I've no idea. Regular army, I would imagine.
Yeah, I'd think regular army. Yeah.
We could get all the musketeers to take it, couldn't we?
Well, we might be able to bluff the regular army. There might be musketeers.
Yeah, you've got Francois with you. He can get you anywhere.
Francois.
We can convince the captain of the musketeers that there's bad things going on. If we kill one of these things, they turn into what they are, don't they? So normal people can see what they are.
After a while, not immediately. That's what that special ability is going to be once you get to next level up.
So if we kill the king and keep the captain calm enough until it turns into what it is.
I don't think that's a good idea.
Let's park that.
I think if we kill the king before we leave or get what we want, then I think that's it's going to be a fight all the way then.
If we have all the musketeers on our side, then.
Your Ithaca informs you, Francois, that another presence, another Streed, is entering the zone from the direction of the palace. Yes.
Is it a royal coach?
It doesn't know.
Yeah,
We're going to intercept it.
when it comes closer, is it a royal coach?
Well, I was assuming you were 2 streets away from the Cardinal,
Oh,
rather than looking upon the Bastille.
Yeah. Go and intercept
So we're coming.
the way it's coming.
Okay. All right. Your Streed, your Ithaca, Francois, tells you two Streed have left the area of the Bastille and they're heading to intercept you. Yeah.
The hunters have become the hunted.
And it will appear a probable intersection point where you would meet, you three would meet the other three Streed. Yeah, that's basically.
Let's double back on the two Streed that are going to get us then. Let's take them out.
Maybe a fight.
Could be a fight. Rumble in the.
Yeah.
I'm one of the Bastille.
It's
Yeah.
like West Side Story meets Les Miserables.
Yeah, okay. Down the far end of the street, you see two men dressed in the livery of the Cardinal. They sort of standing there, and the camera zooms in on their eyes, their sort of shifty eyes. Ding, 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 ding. The camera looks at the eyes of you three.
Yeah. Move my eye left and right.
Ding, ding. Are you riding up to them? They've got their hands on hilts, sword hilts.
Yeah.
Dismount and walk up to them.
Right, as you get closer, they draw their swords. Ha ha! Oh God! And the citizens that are around scatter out of the way, so you've got a clear street to do your fighting.
Street. They've got
Who's fighting? They,
I'll go in.
what would you like to do? Oh, I can take them on your own. Cool. Let's see how good you are then.
Oh, on my own. No one else coming.
It sounds like it, yeah. No one else will join you. You'll be all right.
Guys,
I'll do it.
guys.
Yeah.
Oh, go on then.
I'm a strategist, so I'm going to use strategy. We're going to flank. We're going to use a pincer movement to flank the guys. There you go. Is my strategy.
Yeah. Look. Yeah, sure. It's like hitting them from the side. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
I like conflict. Blood Teps was a general, so.
Yeah, I think you'd all get double Daves on this then. Who's going first?
Oh,
I'll
don't mind. So we got an order,
No, Franny, you'll go first.
order of whoever's on your first on your right or whatever.
okay.
Okay, your opponent's thrusting and parrying as you come forward. Parry and parrot. Is that your roll? 3-4.
Yeah, yeah.
3-4 is a hurt. So you've hurt him. With him only being a pleb, you'll take him out with that. Well, what would you like to do with the takeout?
Eat it. Oh, I didn't take it.
Quite simple. Just a run through that goes. It looks as if it's actually gone between his arm and his body. Strangely, he still falls down with it.
Yeah, he falls down. There's not a mark of blood on his chest. And he just lies there and dies.
The sword sways from side to side.
All right. And who's taking the other one out?
I'll take one now.
Go on then. Go on. Go for it.
Here we go.
Oh, wow.
Vlad's done what Vlad does.
Yeah. So what does Vlad do? Coming from
Yeah,
the
right,
side?
rides up to him on his horse and swipes at his head, and he hits him in the neck. But just as he hits the neck, the scene kind of a really bad cut, and the head goes flying off. Done his head flying off. Then it cuts back, and he's sort of wobbling on his horse like this, like wobbling. I can't see what I'm doing, can you? What am I saying like this? He's like wobbling on his horse and just falls off, and the head flops onto the ground, rolls along. And he doesn't look anything like the person who had just cut his head off. Got the staff.
Torto's about.
Mother have two swords. All right. Well. Yeah. Taking them both out. Your hand, so I didn't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Just sit on the horse, just watching it. Stop fucking around. Get on with it.
Francois. Your Streed. I keep saying Streed, don't I? It's come so natural. Your Ithaca tells you that the one behind us has gone. It's gone from this time stream.
Time stream?
Yeah, it's gone.
Area. Or absolutely left the time stream.
Absolutely left, yeah.
What can kill our Ithacas again?
If something shoots them, perhaps.
Right. Okay.
Or
Maybe
stabs them.
We die with it again.
Or drowning. Yeah.
Well, if we don't care about the Ithaca, do we?
No.
Also, they could drown, so if we were swimming, we've got to be careful to keep our upper body out of the water.
I reckon like a snorkel. Goggles.
Say again?
We can like a snorkel and a pair of goggles.
Yeah. Probably not drowning, unless it's really deep, sustained immersion.
They're kind of like octopuses anyway, aren't they? So.
Yeah. Maybe. Anyway, and it thinks perhaps whoever's in the Bastille may be planning on leaving too.
Yeah.
So time is of the essence.
Of course.
Let's go.
It always is.
Yep, there's a squad of regular army outside, marching up and down as they do.
Salute at them.
Not doing anything useful, just watching.
Halt! Shouts Sergeant.
Yes.
State your business.
Oh.
Well.
You first.
Prisoner to visit.
All right, there you go. Can you go?
Not the blow. You carry on. I was going to say cat again.
Yeah. Sergeant Major, marching up and down. Left, right, left, right, left, right.
Good old troopers.
Yep,
Right.
so I dismount and hurry through the doors into the Bastille itself. You can still sense there are two in the dungeons, somewhere below you.
And the crystal as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
down, deeper and down.
We'll get down deeper and down then.
Yeah, snatch up some torches off the walls.
Good.
And down you go, sword in hand.
Do
Water dripping off the ceiling. Blink, blink. As you come down. Oh. Mice squeaking around. Rats. And yeah, no expense spared.
Is that a spider? I can hear a spider.
Oh, that's fine. Very fast spider. Oh, a jumping spider. Yeah. It's quiet down there. There's a wind from somewhere, which is a bit weird. And yeah, blink, 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 water. And from the torchlight, the dim torchlight, you can see before you the jailer's area that leads further into the dungeons. There doesn't appear to be anyone there. It's empty.
Oh,
But you sense them anymore.
does it?
You can still you can sense them further on.
Nice, okay.
You would see piled up on a table is like a pile of jewellery and possessions. Yeah, more valuable possessions. They've just been piled there.
You ignore all that. It's not what we're there for, are we? Okay. Make our way.
Yep, walking further in, the cells running off either side as you walk down this dark corridor. And as you just turn your torches just to look inside, you can see bodies lying within the cells.
And these all the vagrants and beggars that they've taken.
They look like, yeah, vagrants just thrown there in the cells. The buzz of a fly.
Did you said last time that this is how they take people's bodies, wasn't it?
Yeah, you never went in the warehouse, so I didn't get to tell you what was going on. But a similar kind of thing you would have encountered. Yeah, dead humans that look all shriveled in some strange way. The skin seems to have been stretched taut over their bones and skull, like they've been drained of some of their essence, robbed of their possessions and just dumped in these cells.
Do we know if these scree things eat humans or?
There's no evidence either way.
Ah, right.
Presume not.
That spider.
Yeah.
With the wooden leg.
You hear a click, like the ratchet of a hammer. Well, they don't have hammers. I don't know what it's called. The bit that holds the flint of a.
It's a hammer, I believe.
Musket. Yeah.
The actual, the lock.
Yeah. Click, click.
Dive to the floor. Something can see it.
Huh?
Yeah.
Oh, you just know it's in the darkness ahead. Click, click, and then bullet comes whizzing through. Whizzing through the. Can everyone make Dave rolls to get out of the way?
Yep.
Dave rolls.
You roll 2 or just 1?
You're all competent, so double Daves.
To get any
Don't
bonus
roll
for
really low.
surviving?
The bit you're referring to, the hammer, is called the cock.
Okay. Yeah, someone. Yep. Okay. Bullet slams into the wall behind you, spranging off and into the distance. And then you see one of them ahead. A man. It's the man from the palace, the assistant, the king's assistant.
Get him.
Let's grab it. Do him.
Okay.
Yeah, do it.
Well, he intends to try using his mental powers on the first person coming down the corridor, who is, I don't think it's Francois, because he's just dived on the floor.
I rolled first, I guess. So I should be me, I guess.
Right. And what is your intention? To run him through again?
Yeah, basically, yeah. Grab him, or at least, yeah, take him, because he's evil anyway. He's a scree, so fuck him.
All right. Double Dave then.
Double Dave! How on, Dave? How on, Dave? Look at
Wow,
that.
what's going on? Right. Excellent today. Right.
I'm
So what do you do to him then?
I basically run him through. I impale him upon my sword.
Ah, there's the word. That's the word
Running.
we're looking for.
Run him through.
Vlad impales him. Excellent.
Impale him. Only a true Vlad.
Okay. You know the other one is in the room ahead, and the crystals. In fact, you can see a faint, reddy, pinky haze coming out from the room. If you remember, those crystals were red that you picked up last mission.
Okay.
Yep. Are you going in the room? Who's going in the room?
Yeah,
Tell me to
Vlad can go in first.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
This room, there is a torch in the sconce upon the wall,
All right.
which lights up the scene. There are 3 people in this room. The one that looks like the cardinal, and 2 other men seated on a bench, chains attached them to the walls, right hand and foot, and each has an iron mask upon his head, so you can't see who they are. But the cardinal has a dagger to the throat of one of them. As you enter, he says, "You have lost. I will kill this one."
But we don't know who these people are, though. The ones who.
Nope.
I reckon that might be the king.
He's clutching a satchel in his other hand, from which this reddish pinky glow is emanating.
I'm
Presuming, yeah, crystals are in there.
Yeah. So he's holding a knife to someone's throat, but we can't see who that person is because they're wearing hoods.
Yeah, like a mask, iron mask.
All right, that's an iron mask, I think. We don't know of anybody here who's also part of our thing, do we?
Nope.
Just people.
No, you can't sense any Ithaca either.
All right, okay. In that case, can I? I've got my sword drawn anyway, so I've already got my sword drawn. And who else is in the room apart from the cardinal? And is anybody else there? Any other soldiers or anything? Anybody with the cardinal?
No, he's just on his own now. He was getting ready to leave by the looks of it.
Okay, right. I'll go. I'll say. What's the word I'm looking for? I'm going to call your bluff, Cardinal, and I'll swipe my sword and cut his hand off. That one hole.
Nice.
Yeah. Kind of guy I am.
Okay. Well, you're going to try and
Is that
he's going to mind blast you, so that'll be another double day then.
so? Do I need to do the mind blast first, or we attack first?
It's just a roll to see who succeeds.
Oh,
The
okay.
GM doesn't roll, so you just roll depending on what you roll. Depends on whether who wins basically.
Wow.
So you win. His eyes narrow as he looks at you, begins to concentrate, and his eyes open wide as you slice his hand off at the wrist.
Yeah.
Greenish, bluey, blacky stuff sprays out over this captive.
Right, so there's three of us here. So we want to grab the crystals, and the other two can hold this card. Well, we can just kill the cardinal, can't we? I'll grab the crystals off the floor, and as the other two attack the cardinal if they want to. It's up to them. They can do what they want.
Yeah, I'll follow you in.
I've done my bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very interested. I don't know who the guy in the iron mask is, but you know,
So this blood that's come out of the cardinal, is that
Streed
typical of,
Is it what?
Free
Sorry.
blood.
is that typical of these strand people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what do you reckon? Do we just kill him then?
Yeah. Kill him and bubble ourselves.
I mean, do we take some back for questioning any time, or
There's no.
That wasn't it.
Streed.
Particularly in the mission, it wasn't a retrieval. It was just an investigation.
okay? I'll have a
Yeah.
stab at him then.
Yeah, let's kill a fucker.
Oh,
Kill him.
Yeah, that's going to be enough. So
Finish
how
him.
do you finish him?
I just sort of like, as he's standing there looking at his stump where his hand used to be, I just sword straight into the heart.
Collapses to the floor. Yeah. And
You give time
Yeah,
travelers a bad.
Vlad has hold of the straps of the satchel so it doesn't fall to the floor.
What would happen?
There you
Fall
have.
to the floor.
Oh, Sats was already fallen to the floor, I guess, when his hand got cut off.
No, he had the knife in the. Oh, I thought you were cutting the knife hand.
No, just the satchel hand off, so the crystals fell to the ground. I don't give a fuck
All
who
right.
kills. I don't know who the guy is. I'm not here for that. I'm here for the crystals. That's what our job is. So,
Yeah, good up. Yeah, so scoop up the crystals then. That's good. You have it.
so who was the guy in the iron mask? Or will we never know?
We can look.
Well, what are you doing? You've got the crystals and the guy's dead in front of you. Are you bubbling up and going, or are you investigating further?
I want to look under the masks.
Okay.
We don't need to know.
Unless-
We don't need to know.
Unless it's the actual true king. And they've just taken his images, not actually then they actually killed him.
Yeah.
Much easier.
Do indeed. The one he was about to stab is the king. He's drugged. He's not really with it.
Very hippie.
And checking the other one. Yeah.
Right, and then let's bubble up.
Go on,
We
check
can
the other one.
Yes.
Go on, Andy.
The other one's a cardinal.
What was it?
Ah, right.
No.
Oh, okay.
So these were the real ones, and yeah, okay.
We might as well release them.
Yeah, but we'll get a reward. Not that it matters. Probably can't take it back with us.
Did we know beforehand that they can copy people that are still alive then? Or was that new?
Yeah. Oh, no, the psionic camouflage ability didn't take on any.
Okay.
Anything. They just persuade people who they are, basically.
I think we presumed. I think what we were presuming were that the king and queen, the king had been possessed by the Streed,
Yeah.
whatever.
What's the advantage? What's the advantage of keeping the person alive while they impersonate?
But just using their essence, draining into the crystals.
Right. Okay.
Or getting information, because they don't take on their memories or anything.
Good point.
Yeah, so you can bubble up if you wanted. Step out onto the crest of the branch wave, and then one of you, i.e. Francois, will have to cap it. Cap it.
Ooh. Excellent. Well, double Dave, is it?
There's a double Dave.
It's a double Dave. Double Dave, double Dave, double Dave, double Dave.
Is there any
timeline and
any emotional attachment? I seem to remember you mentioned something about you're feeling some empathy with the captain, weren't you, at one point? Yeah.
I definitely see that happen. It's kind of like a sanity thing you do with Cthulhu, isn't it? It'd drain you each time, wouldn't it? Almost, I think. But...
Yeah, if you gain some kind of bond, it will. Yeah, that's quite good. Be quite good, interesting, especially if you get emotionally linked to someone. So for longer kind of things where you kind of, if you have to infiltrate somewhere and you get kind of used to you get to know people. I mean, we weren't here long enough really for any kind of bond, were we? But
even the poor maid feeling so good. I suppose it depends if you're a nice guy like Francois is, or whether you're a psychopathic impaler of.
I mean, also it kind of could also thicken the reality of that particular tunnel, if you like. Because
effectively.
outside of that period of history, that time, whatever, it's actually now emotionally linked to it, which actually makes it more real, if you like.
Mm-hmm.
You've got a connection between the two, then, haven't you?
Yeah, so it's a more difficult task then. Double Dave.
Frank.
Oh. Yeah.
Still got 1 point left.
That's
all. Boosted to the 5.
Oh well, okay then. Yeah, just what the heck.
So can we also, is there an opportunity to recruit people from a time area to take them back to our own?
You can indeed, yeah.
Recruit the captain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if we do get a bond, the chances are we can either recruit them or leave them behind. But by recruiting them, they have to survive the journey to our time, which their fragile minds, not being like ours, used to it, may actually affect them and could actually drive them insane, I suppose. And that's a risk we have to take. So it's not a simple thing of saying, well, we either leave them behind, let them die, or we bring them with us. It's a case of we either leave them behind in their own time and let them get on with it, or we attempt to recruit them, but the chances are they may actually be worse off. That's quite a good sort of moral dilemma, wouldn't it?
Yeah, traumatic experience.
Yeah,
we would have been recruited that way, wouldn't we?
Yeah,
at some point.
Exactly. Yeah, so we knew what would be the dangers would be, if you like.
Yeah. Well, are you going back for him, or are you bubbling up and leaving him?
Would he be useful? We've already got one. We've already got one musketeer. Yeah.
Who's that?
Hey. Would he? Was he that great? He wasn't that great, was he? He wasn't. I mean, they're going to get a bit fed up if we just keep bringing souvenirs back every time we do.
Yeah.
If it's you all the time. I'm going to be bringing out back any souvenirs, to be honest.
If you're persuading yourself not to bring him back, then you obviously don't want to. So it bubbled up and went.
Well, each one of us can bring one back, can't we?
There's got to be some reason why you don't save a handful of people each time, though, isn't it, really?
Okay. Awful
Yeah,
crowded
they've got
station.
They've got to be strong mentally, I suppose.
Maybe you only bring them back when you need to replace if we lose an operative, and then as part of the mesh.
Yeah, you could have a what you call it, where, or you could have it so that the bubbling thing we use trouble can only take back so many people, and by taking back more, it doesn't risk their life, but it also risks all our lives to do it. You know what I mean?
That's possibly a good idea. It makes it only worthwhile to bring one person then, or as few as possible.
Yeah. And then maybe one of us has also died or something during the mission. Or
if you could bring one person back, if each person could bring one person back, there'd be no reason not to bring a person back each time and save 3 people, would there?
Other than if the only way you'd be able to restrict it was to be saying you can't have more than 30 operatives because of.
Well, no, I'm saying is that
you need an Ithaca, wouldn't you, for every operative?
Yeah, but the bubble thing can only hold so many people.
Yeah, it just holds one. You can only bring one creature back.
You can only take one back more than the party that goes. But if one member of the party dies or stays behind, then you can take back 2. So you can only ever take. So if you have a party of 3, the bubble can only actually hold up to 4.
Well, you have individual bubbles.
Yeah.
Oh, right,
can
okay.
Bring one back because we took 3 back last time, didn't we?
Well, the person who brings per person back is risking both their lives by doing so. So it's a dilemma you have to choose. Is it worth it?
I think that's a good idea because you'd be saving 3 people each time.
You've got to really think about it and think, do I really want to do this? Because if it fails, we're both dead.
And your Ithaca.
Well, you go for the madness thing that you said in the first place. If you had the madness thing, it's 50-50 chance of them going mad.
All right, yeah, you're both dead. But insanity or death's the same bloody thing at the end of the day, isn't it? Same effect.
Cool. Okay, get back. You succeeded. You are now level 2, rank 2.
Rank 2.
Yeah, which is great.
0, 1, 2. That's still the lowest of the low, isn't it?
Yeah, you've done your 2 missions.
I'm still rookies then.
Yeah. Yep, so next time you'll be we're going your next mission, you're gonna be the next one up.
Yeah.
So it'll be mission number 3. Oh, it's completed missions. Yeah.
Success. High five, 2 for 1 and 1 for all. Pop.
Indeed.
Thank
you very much. I'll end the broadcast. I'll end the broadcast now. Thanks for listening. Hope it was entertaining for you as it was for us. Good night.
Hello. Au revoir.